Hey guys, welcome back. I want to talk to you about a couple things today. Some things I got, and then we're going to try something out here. This I got from ENC Couture. I was hesitant to order from them, and I want to say this box came damaged. I had to tape it back up just to put the stuff back in it. It was a mess. It was very bad packaging. This is Shine E, which is just a top coat. It says exclusive nail couture directions: apply a thin coat of non-wipe top coat covering the free edge of the nail, avoiding the cuticle area. Cure 1 minute under UV lamp, or cure for 30 seconds under LED lamp. This one is as well a top coat. It says Wonder right there. This is beautiful right here. I do got to give them that. This is some of the prettiest packaging that I've ever seen for a nail polish bottle. This is glass. On the bottom it says Wonder Gel. All it is a top coat as well. But I absolutely love this packaging. I think it is so cute. And from what I read on his site, this is just a non-wipe top coat as well. Anything in their dealings with him, they just said that he was bent on getting the death penalty. They right there. Would not listen to them, that wasn't on the table at the time. The first meeting I had with Mr. Robinson lasted approximately 15-20 seconds. Right there, but I guess that doesn't matter. See that place right there? It sits well enough, so I guess it's okay. Super cute stuff. And this is called Gummy Jelly. This is to put on rhinestones and things like that. Well, he seemed happy, I guess is the word that I was getting on the case. I was aware that Mr. Robinson spent quite a bit of time on close management. The closest other clients I've ever had to anybody with a large amount of time was 8 to 9 months. Let's see here. I don't even think this is going to work. I have to get my metal one out. This was just the first one I grabbed. I thought I had already opened this before starting this video, but I guess I did not. Ooh, that looks really thick. Ooh, that's so weird looking. Of course, a lot of people questioned me right at the beginning, wondering why my client would want to have the death penalty imposed and whether or not I thought he was sane or not. Prior to needing to sign, the main defense that was explored from the fourth attorney that was assigned on the case was the defense of insanity. Goodness gracious, this is ridiculous. In legal jargon, insanity is where you have to determine whether or not the defendant. I find it quite strange that on the top here it's got like these little beaded up. The state of Florida determines the sanity of the just weird looking. It looks like the what's inside of like a diaper. I don't know. Lord have mercy. Anyway, that's what it looks like. Quite messy. Extremely sticky. Extremely thick. It's, see that weird, like, almost like bubbly look that it has to it? So strange to me. But
It's supposed to be really good stuff for sticking your gems and jewels down. From what it says, you know, you can even, it'll even stick and hold a large jewel or gem. We will have to put it to the test. I don't know how user-friendly it's going to be, though, because
everybody has a story to tell.
Gummy jelly, LED UV gel.
Does things right, everybody does things wrong.
That's pretty much all it says.
Pre-sentence investigation
But
is digging into James Robertson.
It seems like it would be quite hard. I mean, look at this. It's quite hard, quite messy to get even just a little bit to be able to go on the top of your nail for sticking something down. I don't know. I'm not sure how user-friendly that stuff's going to be.
Drug and alcohol abuse.
Let me grab some alcohol so I'm doing a little bit of cleanup here.
And that's what the PSI is trying to do. Through that person's cooperation.
I'll be right back.
In your story,
okay, got everything cleaned up here. I'm not so sure about the consistency of this gummy jelly. Looks like it's going to be kind of hard to use. And these things have a very strong smell to them. I will say that. They might work wonderfully. I don't know yet. I haven't tried them. But I give them definitely a A+++, 5 stars for their packaging. Very cute, very creative, very girl-friendly. You know, girls are going to like that kind of thing. And even this, you know, it's got their little E there with a little design around it. Shiny, you know, it's your top coat.
The recommendation portion of
this is a 15 ml bottle. These don't say how much they are. I just say designed in the USA by Max Estrada. No, these don't say how much they are. This one says it's 15 ml, which is a good size bottle. Okay. Other thing I wanted to show y'all was these stickers I got. Move this stuff over. These got from Amazon. Beautiful little clouds. I think those look really good on some nails. These are like little shooting stars. This is like a moon and little aurora lights flashing. Very pretty. We got some little butterflies, and here's kind of like a lacy thing in the shape of a woman's face. Cute. And here we have some hands holding different flowers, a lady with a flower thing around her head, hearts in the middle of two hands, different things like that. Cute little things.
I asked Mr. Robertson right at the very beginning, why would you want to have
Then I got these right here. And I recommend this Joyful Nail. They have really, really great stickers, and they give you a large size sheet of them.
People, guards, be they inmates, whoever. And I don't want that kind of life. I don't want that for me as I get older. You know, I used to be able to do the violence, but now I'll be the one that's getting the violence done to me, and I just don't want to put up with that. And that's why he wants the death penalty. He just doesn't want to get old and be preyed upon.
The last thing I wanted to go over on this is these are nail vinyls or stencils that I got from Mini Mani Moo.
I think you probably did.
And you'll peel them up. There's quite a few in there, it feels like. You peel them up and you end up with this heart design right here. Kind of different layered heart design. And it shows you how to do it right here. You'll paint down your base coat, take the stencil and put it on, then paint again, of course. Peel up the stencil, and you'll be left with the two colors.
Yeah, I probably could deserve some sympathy.
You can see how they're layered. Then I also got their Gel No More. Says it's fast and damage-free gel polish remover. This is a 10 ml bottle. Says it's made in the USA. Now it claims that it can remove 1- and 3-step gels, very hard to read. Soft gels, glitter, regular nail polish, and dip powders. So what I have on my nails right now is a dip powder. So I'm wanting to try this Mini Mani Moo and see if it really does work to remove dip. I have seen people using it on gel polishes and regular nail polishes, and it does work. So I want to try it on dip powder and see if it works on it as well. I have regular dip powder and a glitter dip powder, so I'll get to try it on both of them. Pretty much says to buff the top layer of the gel, apply one thick coat of gel no more, wait 30 seconds, then reapply a second coat, wait 3 to 4 minutes. A cold and tight sensation is normal. Push with a triangular gel pusher tool. Finish buffing the nail. If you have multiple gel or dip layers, you need to repeat the process. Okay. And it says if you need to watch an instructional video that they have some on their website. So if you need to do that, have right at it.
My name's Daryl Mosier. I live in Greenville, Tennessee. Married, and I've got 3 children.
The first thing I'm going to do, make it a little bit easier on the gel no more. I'm going to cut them down, make it a little bit easier.
I moved to Tennessee from Florida August of 2006. Wasn't until I moved here I seen my first snowfall. James's family, his mother and father, just for whatever reason, they just forgot about him. His 2 brothers haven't contacted him in over 25 years. They just didn't put any effort into helping him, financially or, just letters alone makes a big difference being in there. There was no support whatsoever. I'm the only one in contact with him now.
I've had, these were my Apres coffin tips that I put on. And I've had these on about 3 weeks now. And if you go back and watch the video where I was doing them, I say in there that this is the longest nails I have ever had on. And I was going to see how I like the long nails. I did not like them at all. I mean, I like the way they look. I think they look great. But I didn't like trying to wear them because it was hard. Like, it was even hard to put on my earrings. Like silly stuff that you wouldn't think it would make a difference on. It really did. It was hard to put on my earrings. It was hard to do personal care in the restroom. I did not at all like having this long of nails on.
He goes, I hope you're a part of my life forever.
I have a old cuticle nipper, one that's not good for actual cuticle nipping anymore, and I use it to take the stones off.
I think the cards stood out the most. These are off the
You gotta watch out because they will go everywhere.
My wife Naomi calls her sis. She goes, I want to show my appreciation for what a wonderful job you do raising 3 adorable children, for the sacrifices you make as well as
be
being
careful.
a loving, nurturing mother.
Got to be careful. It's hard. I've cut myself before.
Before he would just say in closing, see ya, Jimmy.
And sometimes the diamond part will come off, but this little silver base will be left behind. And I have yet to be able to get that to come off. Like when they're down in there, it's hard.
It's almost like his hardened heart has been softened. I think that the love that we show him that he's never had before, it's just changed his
Well,
life.
that one's easy enough. I can't believe how easy that one come off. I cannot believe it.
Since we've made contact with James, something that he said quite a few times, I've never had a family.
Okay.
Never had anybody to love. Nobody loved me. You know, I never lived, I've only existed. You know, wow, the guy's never had a job. He's never really been with a woman. You know, never got to experience having kids, and, you know, never been married, and just all the things that we do in life in this world. He's in a
There it went. I think that one made it all the way to the kitchen.
You know, I think it's been a waste of life. Yeah, I think it's been a waste of life. I think it all just began from when he was a toddler. There's parents, you know, mothers and fathers out there that just love their kids to death, and that wasn't the case with his mom and dad. He had a hard life growing up, and then of course straight to prison when he was 16 or 17. You know, it's not like he was born a monster or evil. The guy's just never been loved. I'm not sure when James is going to be executed. That's up to the state of Florida. I talked to him about getting off of death row, you know, so he can have more time with us. But
Okay.
that was being
I'll deal with
selfish
that some more later.
because he'd rather be executed than live another 40 years in prison. He will definitely be there. Absolutely. He needs somebody there.
They said to buff up the top.
I don't want to be there, but I know he wants me there. He told me I didn't have to be there, but I know he'd like me there. And I think it's important.
You can do this with a regular nail file as well, or even with a buffer. Either one would work. Oh, I had trouble, I also want to mention, I had trouble writing when my nails were this long. Like writing up my grocery list and writing out, you know, my appointments, different things like that. I was like, what in the world? It was hard to write.
So it's like a carrot on a stick. You know, it's sad to see him go, you know. I accept full responsibility for you know, having to spend the rest of my life in prison. I accept full responsibility for that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get angry, you know what I mean? Bitter or something like that. I used to be like that, real bitter. I was bitter when I was always blaming everybody else for you know, for the way my life turned out and stuff. But I stopped doing that. And as a matter of principle, I got to face the music, man. I got to man up. I don't like hearing other people whine and talk about blaming the world and everything for all their problems. Life ain't always fair.
Oh, fingers cramped up. I can't undo it.
People always think about not talking about how unfair the world is and stuff. Ain't nobody ever said that life was meant to be fair. Ain't nobody up on the cloud wearing a robe and
Oh, that hurt. That's the first time I've ever had a finger cramp up like that. I've had my toes cramp up like that, but never a finger.
You always try to make the world a better place, you know? But, you know, ain't nothing perfect. I just wish that these guards, man, where they would make a system that's more humane, man, let the inmates all go out in the population. I'd have be a lot more sane right now if I hadn't been locked in the cell for all them years. I'm ready, man. I'm ready to go. You know, I stopped my appeal. You know, now I'm ready to go, man. I've been ready. You know, you asked me last time when you was up, what you doing? How you gonna feel 2 years from now? Man, I've been ready. You know, it's over, man. I can get all my time. It's like getting a transfer or something, man. It's over with now. Feel like I'm cheating now, man. No, but there's a long ass list, man. It's something inmates or something. Defo guys that are waiting, so I don't know. It might be a long time. Could be quick, I don't know. I already know how they do it, the whole procedure. They come up, they put you in some kind of like a cast thing that they wrap around you to keep your arms from losing because they think you might start struggling or something, which I wouldn't do, you know. But that's just, I don't know, maybe they just do it to sensationalize the whole event, you know. They think, wow, they're strapping them up like Hannibal Lecter. I don't know. But,
Just put on a thick
yeah.
layer.
I'm okay with it. All they do is shoot the damn needle. I'd much rather have a needle stuck in me than to be electrocuted. But I could go either way.
It is very cold feeling, but nothing that's uncomfortably so.
They put you to death and all that's a bunch of bullshit.
Okay, it says to wait 30 seconds.
I mean, come on, man. They shooting somebody with some damn kind of chemical that knocks you out and puts you to sleep. You don't know what the hell. You ain't feeling nothing.
One last question, which is this, is there any sort of very brief message you want to convey?
And it says to do it again. Another thick coat. It does say avoid contact with your skin as best that you can. And now this one says to wait 4 to 5 minutes. So I'm going to pause you and I'll be back in 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, so it has been some time now.
According to Mauricio Brown's testimony,
not really getting much
Michael brandished a weapon.
up.
And when he brandished the weapon, he said he pulled his weapon and it went off.
But I will scrape off what I can. And it says, you know, if you're using dip, especially if you're using more than one layer of dip, which I have on 2, the glitter nails have 3 layers because they have a clear on top. And then the other plain colors have 2 layers of dip. So, we will put on a little bit more, give it a little bit more time. Well, that one's actually getting a little bit of something off of it right there.
They convicted me mostly for being a driver, for driving the car.
Okay.
And they handed down a death sentence for that.
I did not get a tight feeling sensation at all. And the cold sensation I got was very minimal.
Death row until you're there. You don't know if you're going to get to death row and people are going to be trying to kill you, murder you, fight you. I mean, it was scary. Every day when you're there, and every year, there was executions mounting up. some of these
Let's
guys
do
became my
2.
friends. People that, hey man, I got an execution date, man. I'll see you. And it's like, that's gonna be me. You can't put that into words. It's a traumatic process. It's a traumatic
All right,
process.
so I'll be back in another 3 to 5 minutes. All right, so now we're back. Let's see if we have any more luck with getting any more off.
And at that point, that's when Alicia Brown stepped out of the
Kinda.
vehicle again and branched a gun in their face, yet again demanding their money, demanding the person's money and credit cards.
Yeah, okay, that's
He's the one
working.
that pulled into this location.
Hmm.
And remember, if anything, he was spotted.
And
what was going on. In fact,
if what I'm
he was
seeing is
very
correct
dangerous.
here, it is also removing the gel tip, the appraise
After
tip.
second robbery, they proceeded to go looking for
I
other
believe
victims.
it
Not
is.
going home, not cutting it
Huh.
short, but continuing.
Well, that's kind of
At that
surprising.
point, they saw Mary Patrick in a white vehicle. A pretty woman driving a vehicle alone. And they figured we're going to follow her. So as you can see, this is a lot of winding and turning. And I don't see any kind of nightclubs out this way. It wasn't like that 20 years ago.
I'm kind of worried to keep digging right up here because I'm afraid it's going to start pulling up my natural nail with it. Because I can see some of the glue stuff, the appraise extend gel glue.
Put the gun in his face and demanded the money.
And I'm thinking it might need some more to get that off, possibly. But I am quite surprised that it's even taking my appraise tips, full cover tips off with it. I am very, very surprised about that. I did not see that one coming.
He's an arrogant individual. I don't think he would have said anything. He would say anything. I believe he's still even saying to this day that it wasn't. He didn't anticipate Mr. Hood getting murdered. Kenneth Foster's case was decided before Mauricio Brown's case, which means he was found guilty, and in addition to that, he was actually assessed a death sentence before even Mauricio Brown, the actual shooter. That's how much they believe that he was involved in this case.
Now, the other ones don't seem to be coming off quite as good. The pinky seems to be doing okay, I guess.
Well, I knew that night after Mike passed. I knew at that moment that life was going to be different. I knew it. I knew there was a new normal in our lives.
Okay. Well.
Brokenness creates more brokenness, right? I just thought to myself, I got to get my shit together. I didn't say it any other way. And a friend of mine, he started talking about faith, you know. And he said, you should try out my church. I was intrigued.
It's taking the gel tip
And little by little,
off of this one as well.
permeating in my spirit.
But it's still stuck a little bit there, and I don't felt resistant, so I didn't want to force on it because, you know, I don't want that to rip. Of course, I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to put some
The Apostle
over
Paul,
here on it
used to be Saul of Tarsus. He was a
as
murderer. So I am
well.
not a follower of Christ if I don't believe that someone who commits the act of
Up
murder
here.
cannot be redeemed.
Let's try that.
God says he can.
And this is my third time putting this on. It did scrape off some, and it did scrape off where the
This whole time I have not felt
diamonds
that was something
were
missing in my journey
on that
to find
nail.
peace. I found peace.
just wish that they would just kind of peel up a little bit easier than
Look, I
this.
didn't make a mistake. People like to talk about poor choices as mistakes. A mistake is an accident. I didn't make a mistake. I made a poor choice.
I like how when you soak them, I mean, I don't like it, but it is easier when you soak them in the acetone and they just kind of get kind of gummified. And you just kind of scrape them off from that gummified state.
Because I made poor choices in my life. I was just stupid.
This one I went ahead and filed
dealing with these labels that I helped put on myself.
off.
I mean, so I've lived it. That's why I believe in redemption, right?
Alright, I guess I'm going to hold this for another 4 or 5 minutes and then I'll be back. Alright, I will say that this stuff doesn't have much of an odor, which is a good thing about it. So that was the 3rd time. I'm still kind of at the same place, and I don't want to tug too hard on this because I can feel resistance in there, and of course I don't want to rip or damage my natural nail.
I'm for Nicola Hood. I'm for Nicola Hood. I'm for Nicola Hood.
So
I'm for Nicola Hood because he's going to be good for our community. And
I think this stuff would be really great if you were just using it on nail polish or maybe even just gel polish.
When you need somebody,
Or possibly even if you done dip nails on your natural nails. Ow.
Former prosecutor and magistrate judge.
Yeah, I can't really pull on that anymore. It's
I say, what got me from there to
painful.
here is my hard
It's
work
still attached
and a belief in
right
redemption.
there. Which I think that's going to be the case on this one as well.
If she was a few
I
months
think
younger, it would've been a capital murder.
it might be quicker
Like, there's no way in hell I ever dreamed that I would
for
be
someone,
district attorney at Barron
or maybe
County.
even less damaging, I guess,
A lot
for
of people
someone
are curious
that
about what
is
I
doing
have
that.
to be.
But
And so people said, okay, he has
seeing as how I
experience
do
in
have an
murder,
enhancement on and I have
there
the
was a group of people that thought I would seek the death penalty.
full cover
Most of the
tips
time.
on,
Unbelievable balanced. You seek it, there's no doubt about it.
I don't see this saving me much time because this is already my 3rd coat with waiting about 5 minutes in between each coat. So I'm already about 15 minutes in. And I've made, you know, a slight progress on 2 nails and not hardly, well, some progress on a 3rd here. But these 2 that are the glitter, they're not hardly moving at all. Maybe that glitter, that glitter, goodness gracious.
I need to see him go to the Lord. I need to see him. I need to physically see him take his last breath and go to the Lord. I'm all for reconciliation in all circumstances. There's people absolutely wanting me to advocate for me to get out.
So if the question is, does it work?
There's nothing to do
Well,
with
yes, it does
seconds.
work.
For 40 years. If he's
I
changed
just
his
don't
life,
think it's going to
then God
be
bless him. I'll
any
on a regular basis. How about that?
better than just soaking them off in acetone because I'm not getting anywhere any faster. I think at this point I'm better off just using my tried and true method of soaking them in the acetone. It works, yes. I just think it would take a very long time to finally get it all off and get to this result right here. So, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on this. It's not that expensive, so it's not like you waste a ton of money if you were to buy it, but I think it would be really great for someone who is just doing gel polish or dip on natural nails or possibly just regular nail polish. So, see you in the next one.